The Upper Mississippi River National Wildlife and Fish Refuge is 260 miles long and encompasses 240,000 acres of islands, marshes, and backwaters in Minnesota, Wisconsin, Illinois, and Iowa. It's also a place where the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service takes to the air to conduct a number of important aerial surveys each spring and fall to determine the health and abundance of migrating waterfowl.
The community of Winona, and we're going to come on down here and Trimble right here. So it's not very far.
A series of locks and dams built in the 1930s has turned this stretch of the Mississippi into acre after acre of wide, shallow pools that provide miles of top-notch habitat. It's an outstanding place to fish, hunt, and birdwatch. With more than 250 active nests, the Upper Miss is home to perhaps the greatest concentration of bald eagles in the lower 48 states. But the main attraction here is the thousands of ducks, geese, and swans that stop during their spring and fall migrations.
You know, our refuge is pretty unique just because the numbers of birds we get at certain times of the year. You know, and Pool 9 has been pretty phenomenal the last couple of years, you know, with having the amount of diver ducks, in particular canvasbacks. You know, like I said, we probably get 50 to 60% of the continental population of canvasbacks here. Probably at, you know, usually it peaks around the 1st of November.
They say 7 wonders of the world, you know, make sure to see this, that, and the other thing. You have not lived until you see tens of thousands of canvasbacks get up off the water in unison.
You know, the diver ducks come here in big numbers. Canvasbacks are a huge thing here. And, you know, what they're doing here is fueling up on migration so they can make it to the breeding grounds in fairly healthy condition. Research has shown that the birds that arrive at the breeding grounds in poor condition feed all winter long. They still come back a little bit lighter in weight than the birds do that arrive there in good condition. You know, then they turn around and migrate back north in the springtime. If they're a little bit light getting to the wintering grounds, or light leaving the wintering grounds, which means they're lightweight on the breeding grounds. It's a huge toll on them, and the birds just don't do as good. So by having birds fuel up here, get a lot of calories in them, make it to the wintering grounds in good shape, they tend to eat more there. We get better reproduction in the springtime. So some of the birds, like I said, canvasbacks are one of them that really depend on this place to make a go of it. But we see a lot of folks from the Dakotas, you know, different parts of Minnesota, Wisconsin, Ohio, coming over here to hunt. So, you know, we're bringing birds in, or people in from roughly our same latitude that are coming here because they don't have the bird numbers where they're at, and they come into the river. One of the cool things about the river, it's wide open. It's not a permit system. We don't have blinds that you draw for. You know, you buy your license, you buy your duck stamp. If you got a boat, go out in the river, enjoy yourself. We've got closed areas where you can't go, and people usually line up along the closed area boundary. But when you get half a mile away from that, you've got miles and miles and miles of places where there's almost no hunting pressure on those.